Hello and welcome to another farming sim. This is the Westbridge Hill story, and with me, Merman. Um, as you see, the small amount of material I put in the BGA is now ready to go, so I'm going to start off by setting him going. I'll set the pay course for this and check that it actually works, but we will check it through one more time. There we go. He goes around. Let's hope he keeps going. Nice little job for this one to do. That would keep him out of mischief and nice and busy. And I just realised one of the problems I had with the sound is I don't keep talking. And on quiet periods the recorder shuts off. So I have to just keep rambling on a bit, I think, and see if that cures it. Right, there we go, we'll just see how he's going. I'll hop out the side and have a look. And yeah, so he bumps into it a bit, but I'm not going to worry about that. Provided he doesn't fall off the ramp, I think we're golden. As they say, I wish I knew what it actually meant, but there. Right, we'll now hop over to the main task of the day, which is... I wasn't going to use a case for this, so I was going to use the other old beggar, but I think this is the only front loader I've got. I shall use a case on this, get started up. I'm using GPS. I'm spraying this with BB herbicide. I'm going to spray with both herbicide and some NPK. Lars, you notice that he runs on the levels of nutrient is quite good. I just want to make certain that now of course it helps if you just set it up to the course first. You know, very rarely use GPS, but there's nothing wrong with it, just that I tend to forget these little things. There we go. It's just that it's a little bit easier to set up than setting up a course with course play. Right, now then, the story. Right, well, we have already heard about Gloria and Randy. Now for the Max and Lily's third child, who is William Maxwell, the only one with a middle name, a middle forename. He was named after both Lily's father and, well, Max's father, and also Max, of course. Right. Bill was a bright boy, very bright. Wasn't as gifted as Randy operating machinery, but then again, not many people were. He was brighter than any of the other children in the family. He sailed through school, absolutely sailed through it. And hey, you have to excuse me because I just trying to remember what I'm doing on here. I'm using the cruise control, GPS mod, and pressing a few buttons now and again. Turn the steering wheel now and again. Excuse me one moment, I've got a cough. That's better. Sorry, I don't quite shaking this off, but when the problem's getting older, I'll go into a bit of an overlap on this. Oh dear. This is the third time I'm trying this one. First one I messed up because I had GPS on the same button as my start-stop for me recording software. Second time I done it, I wasn't happy with the sound, so this is the third attempt. The story is one of the weakest I had so far, but I haven't really thought about this one as much as the others, I'm afraid. Time for confessions. Right, we'll just turn him around again. Right, yes, I say he sailed through school and college, high school, college. He was a straight A student. One of the brightest to come from the town for some time. Absolutely hopeless at sport. In fact, he was that bad that even kicking the ball he used to fall over. Reminds me of myself really. Not that I was bright, but I just got no athletic abilities whatsoever. Except for watching sport. That's a different story. Right, sailed through college. From college he came back onto the family farm with Max. Max was very happy to have him with him. And Bill was given free rein to try new things, to get more money into the business. Not that the business was doing badly, it's just that you always could do is a little bit more. And one of the things he started off with was looking more at different animals. Oops, because I just crashed the arm there. Let's try again. That's got it. Right, yeah, so he actually went into sheep, which Max hadn't been. It also went into pigs, which also they hadn't been doing. But one of his biggest early things was to bring in the mixed ration mixer. Saved a lot of doing it by hand, especially as they got more and more cattle. They already had milk cows and beef, but they increased with the sheep and the pigs. But as they had quite a large, they had I think at the height about 500-600 milk cows, and there's a lot of mixed rations to keep those going. So the mixed ration machine was really handy. Right, he next decided that rather than the big boys getting all the profits from them, why don't they set up their own shop in town? Excuse me, I'm having a little bit to eat and all, so very unprofessional, I know, but I'm hungry. Yes, he decided he's gonna, why give all the big boys all the money? Because by this time, big supermarkets were coming about, and as we know, that the big supermarkets tell the supplier how much they're going to charge, or how much they're going to pay, when they want it, how much they want, and what grade they want. And if it isn't good enough, you don't get paid. Also, with the thing of deciding that extra credit length is not a bad idea. Go from 30 days to 60 to 90. Well, this was starting to happen, so Bill set up the shop, and he got round all the neighbouring farmers, and they all wanted in. They all had something they wanted to sell there. It became a really big business, very big. At one point, that was almost making a quarter of the profit of the farm, and the neighbours were very happy. They were getting a little bit out. They were getting more money than they could from the major wholesalers and supermarkets, and even better, all the money was staying in the town. It wasn't going to some headquarters way out of state, and I think he just decided he's going to go the other way. It wasn't going to some, and we're getting ourselves in a right model here. Let's see if we can get this. Well, I love these long arms. That's better. And now we're going to catch on to the water trough. We're away. No, it should be going the right way this time. If at first it don't succeed, as I said before, give up and go home and have a long drink. Right. Yeah, so where did we get to? Oh yes, all the money was staying in the town rather than going to some headquarters in state halfway across the country. And environmentally it was better. It always seemed a bit silly that you have distribution centres which you send your products to, or your produce to, then they're sent back to the same towns they came from. Right, they cut all this out. I say the shop was doing very well by the early 80s. By this time, of course, Bill was the only child left, but he was very shy around women, very shy. So shy he couldn't ask them out, much as he really wanted to be. He wanted a wife and family, but that's just a bit of filler. main thing is he. Excuse me, I'm trying to do several things at once, and as any female watcher will tell you, a man cannot do more than one thing at a time, and sometimes has trouble doing that. That's what I think was once said about one American President Ford, I believe. He couldn't chew gum and walk at the same time. I'm in a similar situation. And let's not dig at any particular American president. We've got British politicians the same. Oh, just having a little sip. Alright, keep your throat lubricated. Right, he couldn't find anybody, but the shop, as I say, was still doing well. This fateful day happened when he was taking the takings to the bank. Took one of the farm hands with him to ride shotgun. Hello, and we just ran out there, so we're just going to fill up again. Yes, he took one of the farm hands to ride shotgun with him, and as luck would have it, and of course, knowing this story, it was bad luck. Let's just see if they're folded back. Yeah, looks like it. I don't really want to go around here then crash into everything. Yeah, as bad luck would have it. He happened to arrive at the bank just before a bank robbery. I'll bet you're all surprised about that little twist. I didn't say I was original in my stories. Alright, we'll just refill this. Now, most people, when they're met with an armed gang robbing the bank, would say, oh well, the insurance will cover it, I'll get my money, and keep quiet. So Bill was not quite like that. He had this inbuilt sense of what was right and what was wrong, and the silly fool decided to tackle the robbers. Well, 3 shots rang out. The first killed him, the other 2 were just for fun. He was killed outright straight away. Just go for it. Oh yes, one thing I want to show you on that. This is the developer's version of soil mod with the Formula X herbicide. That kills everything apparently. I haven't dared try it yet. But anyway, yes, just change the other one to the same. I do like the way that the deck has set this up, so you have to come back to change your fill type. Because if not, I'd be sailing away merrily, pressing a button and then realise I'd just done the wrong thing. How far do we get? So we're somewhere, yeah, there we are. There's one advantage that course play has. It does remember where you got to. Had a little bit of problems on the earlier ones of getting double bleeps or double taps on the cruise control. Oh, whoa, I haven't unfolded it yet. Just back up. Just back up again so we can come at it at a little bit of a run. I think we're still set for it anyway. Let's just wait for that to unfold. Oh, yes, and to get back to Bill, I'm just got to have another cough. That's better. It's getting, the throat's getting better. I'm not coughing as bad as I was, and as they say around here, it wasn't the cough that carried him off, it was the cough that carried him off in. Not terribly funny, but there. Right, let's see what I can hit this time. Yes, Max and Lily were naturally upset of losing the last child. But that will take us in nicely for next week, which is really the rise and fall of the farm, which I hope will be an interesting yarn. How the farms went from not a lot to one of the biggest in the region. But I did forget 1 or 2 little things. I think we've got an offset on this thing. Certainly not in the centre. Right, let's have a look, see if we can. That may be how that is, because I set it a bit smaller. Might have been the wheel was putting some input. I had the wheel slightly turned. Yes, I'm one of these rich beggars with a steering wheel. Didn't buy it for this. Bought it for a Euro truck, but since Farmers 15 come up, I haven't played Euro truck a lot. I really must get back to it. There's so much I want to do on this at the moment. Don't know if any of you ever find that. I just try to see if this works. And that's what I'm like at the moment, which is why I've got two series going. When I started, I was going to do one now and again on Old Richmond, probably once a fortnight. But actually it was quite well received the first one I'd done. I was rather pleased. I'm also wasn't thinking about it. I want to thank all the people who subscribed. Thank you very much indeed. I really appreciate it. I know you heard that 100 times before, but I mean it. You don't know what it means to this old man to have people actually want to watch his stuff. It's made me feel young again. Not youngish. And thank you for everybody who commented. I'm happy to answer any question, even the rude ones. I'm fairly robust. You don't live for 63 years in the countryside without being a little bit robust, let me tell you. And always, yes, before I forget, congratulations to Sean Baylock, who just topped the 50 subscriber mark. Well done, mate. You deserve it. More power to you. And may you have many more people. And if anybody hasn't seen Sean Baylock, give him a look. He's in my recommended list of, alongside the name of my videos on the page and that recommended list. He's in there with Bipolar Prophet, who is a must. David Oldfield, another must, who's doing one of the longest story-led Let's Plays I think I've seen. I think he's on to some like episode 47 or 48 at the moment, and some of those have been split into 2 or 3 parts, so it's not just 48 separate videos. We're probably near 50 or 60 now. He also, every so often, he will show you how to actually mod them, how he goes about it. He's one of the guys who was in the team that brought out Old Ridge Farm. I'm trying to remember who else was on my list, and I can't remember offhand. I'm sorry if I think Ian Robson maybe, but there's another one. I cannot remember who the last one is. The ones I always watch. There's certain ones I don't miss, I'm afraid. What the way that's facing. Let's have a look at that. I'm afraid some of the big channels I no longer watch. Some of them got to the stage where they're no longer doing it for the fun of it. They're doing it to chase views, to get more money in. So far I resisted putting ads on this, but the wife keeps on at me to do it, so I might go ahead at some point. But I'm not really bothered. I do this for the hell of it because I enjoy doing it. The moment I stop enjoying doing it, there'll be no more videos from him. Alright, he's doing quite well. I'll finish this field and go and see how the other guy's doing. Crazy Pete's doing at the BGA, and we actually got some money in at last. Which is the reason I only just filled up enough to be able to blanket it, and I've got a cat going nuts at my feet. A large ginger cat who thinks that everybody should love him. If you don't, he bites you. Oh, mind you, I've done a better job spraying than I did last time. As I said, I was going to spray this also with NPK. A lot pushed the nitrogen very high. It will come down because we haven't hit a growth stage yet. I'll set this to 2-day intervals. I'll set it now so I don't forget later, because I know what my memory's like. Just have another sip. Not as good as whiskey, but that will do as hot chocolate. No, I'm not going to sing the old advert, for those who remember it. And I was watching Trillian's Travels the other day. She's in a co-op with Toby Moby and Hitman, and they kept on about fluffy pink unicorns dancing on the range below, and I had to go and watch it. I wish I hadn't, because I can't get out of my mind now. I have to complain to Toby Moby, because I spend, if I'm not doing this, I spend rather a lot, too much time watching them. As my wife will tell you, it's one of the boots about being retired. I can do almost what I like now. But I have a busy life. We have an allotment, which this time of year is keeping us busy, planting and weeding, hoeing and watering. And it's as near as I ever get to farming. Although I was for a lot of years, I worked in adjacent industries to farm. I worked an animal feed mill for about 5 years till it was closed. Then I had almost 35 years in a maltings, which we take barley in and turn it into malt, which is the raw material for whiskey, beer mainly. I was on intake on there, so I got to know several farmers who'd come and plead with me to take their barley in. I used to hate actually having to reject some, especially the small farmers. I'm just going to fill this up before I do any more. I remember one old boy, his beans had failed, his peas had failed, and this last thing he had was one load of barley, and I just got a cat now on my lap, so if you hear any purring in the microphone, it's Rory, it's big fat Rory deciding he wants a fuss. I'm not in any position to stop him at the moment. We'll just come around here, fill this up, and see how she goes, and come around, put up the F1 menu again so I can see where we are. Front line quite empty, but let's see if we can get there. Hopefully, help if we hit that on the right one. Oh, I've got to select the spray type, of course. Select NPK. There we go. Refill. Then select the back. Although we shouldn't really want that front tank for what we've got left. Yeah, the second time I done this field, I decided to be clever and try and leave a headland to do round. You've never seen such a mess in your life. I've destroyed that video. All evidence is gone. It never happened. And anybody who tells you it did are lying. Alright, let's just fill this up. I think once that's filling up, just hop over and see how he's doing. At least we're not going to be so far ahead. I think what we will have to do then is actually cut some more grass once we've done the spraying. I should probably do some of that today. I couldn't find his weight when I went to bring it back over here. I didn't realise it's down there. I pinched one off the case. Oh dear. So I shall leave the bucket and arms down here, I think, until we get some wool. I'm not going to need the other end. Still only 16% full on the wool. What have we got left on there? We got another 37,000 litres. Keep him going to bring all that bottle in. Right, let's see. This one's finished, he has now. Don't forget to change the type. BB, that's it. Right, we probably should have switched the engine off as I was doing that. Never mind. And I think we got down to this end, so we'll race along to the end. Because this should add a bit of moisture too. Now, we've already got quite a bit of moisture, so I'm just hoping it doesn't rain really before harvest. I think we've got almost enough moisture to see us through. If I remember correctly, we need at least 57% moisture in, but we also want to be too much. Well, that one's done. I think we've only got one strip to do. Alright, we'll just roll him over one more. Come out to the cab. You can't really see where the lines are. Oh, yes, he is. That's it. So we'll just set him up to that. Set him around on course. get him round, because if not, I was going to crash those arms into that tree. As well, I didn't find a smaller spray, you know, sort of like a hand pack. Also, I've been using that on this map. This, as you might gather, is almost to make it as hard for myself as I can. As I finished the scene of last week off screen, that took over and all. I was glad when that was done, because I'm a bit restricted in what equipment I can get, even when I get some money. Because we haven't we haven't a tractor pile. This was part of one I got with 213 brake horse. So I can't remember if I can pull a 6 metre. Cedar, let's have a look. I was thinking about it. I'll look on the mods, because if I use them I shall be using the OEB ones. Not that it makes much difference on this map. Needs 100. Oh, we could just about pull the Rapide. 180 horse. It leaves about 30 horse to run the tractor. Maybe enough. Yeah, I think. But something like this is a long way in the future. I haven't got any other modded ones on here. Don't think there's anything else in standard. Let's have a look. Sewing machines. No. Can't remember if it's 4 or 5. Did they put any more? I know on some of them they put a little bit more capacity, and I don't think they did on this. No. Right. We'll finish this off. I think we'll finish this off. Have another look at the BGA, then we'll probably call it an episode. Hope it, this one comes out right, because I ain't done it again today. My voice is almost gone. I know some of you will be hollering shit and say thank you. I'm glad it's gone, but how long is it going to have another spark? That's better. Ah, there. Right, we're going to take this back. I'm just going to refill this and change it back. Change it over to NPK. And we're going to go this again. If I remember correctly, you can't put 2 different types of fertilisers on, but you can put a fertiliser and a herbicide. At least I hope I read it right. May have to keep an eye on the pH. Don't want that to go too low either. It's hot in here. I don't want it in the front. I just need to change that over. That tank's still full. What I'll do is I'll just fill this up, have a look at the BGA, and I'll call an episode. I wish I could remember who else I got on my recommended list. Oh, getting old is terrible, I tell you. Although I'm not old, it's just everybody else has got too young. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. So I used to tell people they used to say, you're getting old. I said, no, I was just born too soon. Right, maybe this one, take it. What I would do, I mustn't put that on. I want to find, I don't know if you can spray that on stuff you don't own. I don't think so. Right, I'm just going to get this out of the way so I don't alter anything. Just take it up to the other end to get ready to start it off again. And I will finish, say, do this again off screen. Finish the BGA, and then I'm going to fast forward for 24 hours, or rather 23 hours, look at the time there, just come to 8 o'clock in the morning. Just want to boost them on, there's not a lot happening, so I can do that. There should be enough eggs in to think, seriously, these won't collect. Leave it there, look, there's no traffic. As I said on the old ridge one, one of the first things I do when I get on the map is I turn the traffic off. Cannot stand having stuff run at 18 miles an hour. Right, well this is doing okay, my friend. It's noisy, but it does the job. It's noisy and slow, but it does the job. It's a bit like the old ridge where I got the star, and I'm not getting rid of the star. Although the New Holland might be more powerful in front of it. Still find the star very, very useful. Right, I think with that, as I keep saying, I will call it an episode. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you again next week. Fish will be going up about Tuesday or Wednesday. Not that it's going to make a difference if you see it, you know what day went up. Oh, I am a fool. Anyway, cheerio for now. Thank you very much. Any comments? Please feel free. Good, bad or indifferent.